This is what it looks like for me to stay alive as a type 1 diabetic. It's routine now, muscle memory. I don't usually think about it, but every now and then I think about what this will look like for me as I get older. I've done this thousands of times. When you live with type 1 diabetes long enough, you stop counting. What people don't always realize is that diabetes doesn't take days off. Not when you're tired, not when you're overwhelmed, not when you're caring for other people. By the time you've lived with type 1 diabetes for a while, the routine becomes automatic. My hands know what to do before my mind catches up. I don't need to think about each step anymore. Measure, load, prime, insert. I've done this while half asleep. I've done this while sick. I've done this on days when life felt heavier than usual. Diabetes doesn't pause just because you're tired. It doesn't wait for a better day. There are moments during routines like this when my thoughts wander, not because I want them to, but because repetition creates space. Lately, that space has been filled with thoughts about aging. I help care for my parents now. I see how aging changes simple things. Grip, strength, memory, balance, energy. Watching that has made me more aware of my own body. I think about my hands. I think about my eyesight. I think about whether routines like this will always feel so familiar. Right now, my hands are steady. Right now, I remember every step. But I wonder what this will look like in 20 or 30 years, or maybe even less, who knows? Will I still move through this routine with the same confidence? Will I need help? Will I ask for it? These thoughts don't come from fear. They come from awareness. Because when you live with a chronic illness, planning ahead isn't optional. It's survival. I take my time during moments like this, not because the routine requires it, but because my future self deserves that care. These are all the things, all the parts that people don't see, especially with someone who is living or suffering through an invisible illness. These aren't fears, they're realities I think about now, so I can take care of myself better today. This routine isn't about control, it's about dignity. I take care of myself now, not because I'm afraid, but because I love myself enough to plan ahead. If you live with a chronic illness, You're not alone in these thoughts.